Hey, this is PNW Enduro. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Extreme skid plate by AXP Racing. I used the original AXP skid plate for a couple months until recently I switched over to the new and improved version. I'll get into how that came about a little later on in the video.
Skid plate took a couple hits through that rock section. Seems to be holding up just fine.
Here's a closer look at the AXP Racing skid plate. This is the new design on the bike. You can see how they flanged this out a little bit here, protect the clutch cover a little better. And of course they cut the notch out there, easy access to your power valve. I added this Polysport clutch cover protector as well for extra insurance. And then at the back here, the beaver tail's been reinforced, and it's also a bit longer, which is good. There's not much space here, and that's a good thing because in the right situation you can catch a root under here if you roll back on it, and it's going to pull this piece down, and it can pull the back of the brackets right off, and you're going to have to reinstall your skid plate. So having it a bit longer is also a bonus on this new design. Here's a look at the old design and what can happen when you catch the linkage protector on a root. You can see how it's been pulled down and the brackets are sitting underneath the frame instead of on top.
I've been running the XP Racing skid plate for a couple months now. Mostly riding here. It's winter, everywhere else is snowed in. And it's totally holding up just fine. I was a little worried about going to a plastic skid plate, but it seems to be very durable, very strong plastic. When I first started using it, I couldn't believe how much more nimble the bike felt. And it's 5 pounds lighter than what I was running before, but it's not so much the weight, I think. Part of it was mental because I don't see that huge skid plate below me that would stick out, wrap around the pipe and everything. But it's also the performance of the bike overall. The suspension started feeling better, and that can be attributed to the aluminum skid plate stiffening up the frame, not allowing it to flex like it's designed to. And when I got that big honking aluminum one, someone had told me that. They said it's really going to affect the way that your bike performs. Of course, I didn't really believe that, but switching back to this aluminum one and how much better the bike feels now, I can totally see it. So that's a definite advantage to this one.
What I meant to say there was switching from the aluminum to the plastic skid plate. It was a very noticeable improvement in the handling of the bike.
talk a little bit about how the new version of the skid plate came about. After I first installed it, I emailed AXP with a couple of suggestions on what I thought could be better on the skid plate. Mainly it was the power bell was not accessible on the current design, and also I thought the clutch cover could use more protection. I also asked if they would consider sending me another bracket so I could secure the back of the skid plate a little better. So when they got back to me, they said they would rather redesign the whole product and then give me a new one to test out once it's done. So the one I'm using now is one of the first production models of the new design. I gotta say, it's really cool for a company like AXP to take a customer's suggestion and use it to improve their products.
Snow is starting to come down pretty good now. I think it's time I head home. Thanks to the guys at AXP Racing for sending me the new design skid plate to test out. It's really working well for me. I highly recommend it if you're looking for a skid plate. I'll put a link to AXP Racing in the description of my video. Also, if you want to get them, I think Slavens sells them. That's where I got my original one from anyways. So thanks for watching PNW Enduro. It's March now, so the snow is going to melt soon, and I'll be getting more footage for you. See you next time.